there's ever a third party that shows yes, can be said.
Hello, how are you all doing? My name is Ukela Prince, and it's nice having you today, being part of this very show. Guess what? I have someone very special in the studio with me. She's called Josie de Leon. I asked her what that means, man, because that Leon, and she will tell us. She is the founder, the leader, and maybe the manager as well of the JDL Triple Art. So she will tell us what that means, and we are going to get some insight to her. As a matter of fact, her girls are the winners, the first winners of Brampton Rising Stars Talent Hunt Show in the city of Brampton, in the nation of Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, I have here this powerful woman. How are you, Josie?
Yes, I'm good. Thank you so much for having me.
Wow.
Thank you so much. Finally, get a chance to sit down here, relax, and just
Finally,
talk.
I have been trying to make sure that I get her to the studio, but finally she's...
I know that finally it's here. So thank you so much for your patience, and thank you for this opportunity as well.
Wow. You're welcome.
Yes.
So tell me, JDL Triple Art. First and foremost, before you talk about JDL, Josie de Leon.
Josie de Leon.
I
yes.
like that name.
Yes,
Tell us.
that's my name.
De Leon.
So, De Leon, yes. So it is. I am Filipino, and I was born and raised in the Philippines. I got my own, I got my career going on in the Philippines as well. And then, of course, just like most of the people here in Toronto, I migrated and started my life here. And and the rest is history, I guess.
Wow.
Yes.
So let's know you a little bit more.
Yes,
let's
sure.
know you a little bit more. So talk to us.
Well, Josie de Leon, I am a performer. I'm an actress, and I'm a singer back home in the Philippines.
Wow.
And I trained in the Philippines. As I've said, I'm a singer. I'm an actress, and then I got a chance to perform here in Toronto. Being a Filipino artist back home in the Philippines, they brought me here as an artist to do some concerts. Wow. So that's what happened to me. Wow. So I was really like from the Philippines, and then I did some shows and concerts here, and I guess life took a different turn. So I found myself, settling here. Everything happened, and it just happened right there, right? So
I'm sure it's not the he that made you to settle in.
Yeah. Someone made me settle here, I guess. So yes, someone made me settle. Someone made me settle down here.
You can't go back to Philippines.
You can't.
Somebody said so.
Somebody found me here.
Thank you so much.
And said, yeah, you're not going back.
You ain't going back. Please, thank you for retaining her back.
You're staying here. And so I did. So so that's what happened. And as I've said, I got my own family, and so that's it. That's the story of my life. And of course, I took call it a hiatus, right? When I stopped my singing career, but then I built the school in exchange of that.
Why did you stop your singing career?
What, I stopped?
Why did you stop?
Why I stopped? Well, because maybe because the school really took a lot of my time. Because I was more passionate in teaching. I was more passionate in seeing other kids do what they love and be able to guide them to the right direction in terms of stardom. So that's what I
You make the stars.
Yeah, I make the stars now.
And
something like that.
You just love that zone.
I love it. I love it. It makes me, as I've always say, like being a performer myself. When I perform, I'm happy. But when I see my students perform, I'm happier.
And you're
I'm at my happiest. I'm more fulfilled that way than than seeing myself.
Oh my goodness.
Right, yeah.
Okay, so tell me about JDL Triple Act.
Triple
right?
Act,
So
yes.
this is an organization, because at the point I was struggling to, understand,
Who are these people? Who are these girls, right?
Hey, JDL. Is it the girls?
Yeah,
Is it the body?
What are they? Yeah,
Who
yeah,
are-
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So-
That's
so
right, that's
now
right.
Tell me.
Yeah, so the girls, the JDL Triple Act is actually a rep team. It's a representative or rep team of the school. So the school is JDL Performing Arts.
JDL Performing Arts.
Yes, so that's the school.
That's right.
So that's the school. So then the school has students, right? And then what happened was we built a rep team. A rep team. So the rep team, because usually when we get invited in events, and because we have so many students, right?
Oh,
so
like how
when
many?
a lot, right? So when we get invited in events, and they said, "Oh, bring the kids to perform," sometimes it's just too many of them to bring. Too many, because you have to have like 30 or 40 kids in tow, right? Okay, we're gonna perform. It's hard to contain all those kids in a performance, because we're talking of little kids, different ages. So what I thought of is the school should have a rep team. So the rep team represents the school. So that's how the rep team came about. And what I did was to audition the best students,
Wow.
right? So whoever wants to be in the rep team, they have to audition.
Oh, my.
So that's why JDL Triple Act was born. And I would say these are the best of the best
Wow.
that we've got.
Wow.
So when the girls auditioned, and then we made a decision. Okay, we're gonna pick this, and then they became the rep team. So JDL Triple Act is JDL Mississauga rep team,
Wow.
because we
Okay.
have 3 schools.
You have 3 schools.
Yeah, so each school has a rep team, and JDL Triple Act is the Mississauga rep team.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now the other ones, what are they called? You have one in
Yeah, we have
Scarborough?
a Scarborough branch.
Okay, what are they called?
The rep team is JDL Sparkles.
Sparkles.
JDL Sparkles.
Okay.
I think we have 2 there. We have JDL Cupid Arch as well.
Cupid what?
Cupid Arch.
Cupid?
Cupid Arch, like a Cupid, like stupid
Really?
Cupid, like Cupid, the Valentine Cupid. So that's JDL Cupid Arch. Mississauga has another rep team, JDL Power Pop, which is a younger group.
Oh, really?
Yeah, younger group. And then we have JDL Little Melodies from Central, which is Bathurst and Wilson. And JDL Harmony, which is again from Central. So those are the different rep teams that we have.
No.
So, like, it's just like as I've JDL Triple Act, I would say is the foremost rep team in all the 3 branches, because the drive of these girls is different,
Wow.
right? So that's why, well, that's the reason why they won too, right? I guess, and the opportunities that you guys are giving them is very, very, very good for them in terms of training. Very hardworking group, I would say. So yes, you've made the right choice for this one, and thank you for that.
Well, thank you so much. We want to also thank you, because you have done quite a lot, and it is this is the product of that investment.
Yes, for sure.
And
Yes.
I think you are proud of them.
Oh yeah, very proud.
You're proud of
Very
them.
proud. Yes.
Let me ask you this first. What really inspired you to open the JDL
Performing arts. What inspired me? Being an artist myself, really what inspired me is seeing the kids grow, seeing the kids learn, right? Like when I see them apply what you taught, what you teach them, but that's fulfilling for me. Because I know that there's still a lot to learn. You can't be a star overnight. You can't. You can't be a star overnight. You can't be like, okay, I want to be a star, and then tomorrow you are. No, it doesn't happen that way. It's a process. It's a process, right? And so to get there, you have to support the students. You have to support them to reach that goal, to reach whatever goals they have. So the school does that. So that's why we call our teachers not teachers but mentors.
Okay.
We call them mentors. So we mentor them. So not just teach them, but mentorship, right?
How many teachers do you have?
We have lots. In Mississauga alone, we probably have about 7 of them.
7.
7, yeah.
And
Because some of the mentors, because the school is we teach singing, dancing, and acting.
yeah.
So
That's why it's called triple.
yeah, the triple act actually was that name was because of that fact, right? Because the girls can sing, can dance, and act. So that's why we got triple act, because we could do the 3 things.
Yeah,
so yeah, the mentors, we have singing mentors, we have drama mentors, we have dance mentors. So that's why they're mentored by 3 different
categories.
Categories. Yeah. And those girls, I tell you, they could do the 3. And they're very good.
Yeah, I've seen them do that, and they are good.
Very good, very good. They're very good.
So these mentors you have, are they on payroll?
Payroll. Well, most of them are part-timers.
Part-timers.
Okay.
Okay.
Most of them are part-timers because we are sort of like an after-school program. So, like, some of them would still teach in different schools as well. So, yeah, so different.
Okay,
Different teachers.
By the time before we round up this interview, so I would love you to tell viewers how
Yes.
people want to come in.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Yes, that would be great. Yeah.
But now, JDL
Yes.
Performing Arts, is it just for the ladies, for girls?
No, no,
Oh, no.
no. We have male students.
Not just female.
Yeah, we have male. But you know what? Performing arts is, I think, is a female dominated. I don't know why, but I would say there's still more girls.
Because I saw at least a good number of them registered for Brampton Rising Stars.
All girls.
A good number, all girls.
All
right?
girls. All girls. All girls. Yeah. Most of them, like, I would say, like, the ratio is really like more girls than boys. I think because boys are more like maybe into sports.
Okay.
Right? Like even my son who's 26 now,
Okay.
he was into sports too, right? When he was younger. And then he grew the love for the arts as well. And now he can sing, he can act, he can dance, right? So I molded him to be that way. But you know what? There's basketball is still there, right? So I think with performing arts is really more, I would say, female dominated. Yeah. But we do have boys. We do have boys.
Now, some people run away from these acts because sometimes they feel that it's not paying the bills really.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is
Are
true.
you of that opinion?
That is true. That is true. I believe in sometimes that saying, like, a starving artist. I do believe that. Yeah, it's true. It's true. You hit it big, you're big, but there's a struggle. There's struggle. There's still a struggle in terms of being an artist here. But when you
So how you
make
copy
it,
managing?
managing
Yeah, the school.
the school?
Yeah.
How to manage it? I don't know, but I'm lucky. I'm blessed that as long as there's students are coming. There's a lot of students coming, a lot of
They have their
projects.
fees and all that.
A lot.
Okay.
We do recitals. We do showcases. So all of these things, right? You gotta be active in the community. Like usually, like, most of our events are Filipino events still, right?
Okay.
So there's a lot of events in the Filipino community here in Toronto. I have a good relationship with them, so we get we get marketed that way
Awesome.
because people are we really word of mouth,
What's the
right?
percentage of Philippines in the JDL?
Mostly Filipinos.
Mostly.
Mostly
So
Filipinos.
almost like 99%.
I would say 99%. There's only a very, very few students that are not. Well, some are mixed, right?
Yeah.
But I would say mostly Filipinos. And you know what? To be honest, like Filipinos are like really. You will be. I'm pretty sure you know this, but Filipinos thrive in the arts.
That's right. Yeah.
We give them a mic, they will sing. You know what I'm saying? So I think with the Filipinos, there's still a lot of singers around. So I think because of that, or then the influence of like even in the Philippines, it's so big. In the Philippines, being an artist or what, I think the influence of that with the families here is still very.
And talking about families, especially for this rep that we have, which is the JDL
the triple
Act,
act, yeah.
The parents are so amazing.
Yeah,
And
they're very supportive.
Really?
Very supportive. JDL Performing Arts is also based on family, right? So that's one of the things that is different about us. I don't treat it like as a business, When everybody's there in the school, we're like family.
Awesome.
We're always eating, we're always chatting, And it's always a family atmosphere whenever you're at the school.
Oh.
There's no animosity. Like there's, everybody knows everyone. Everybody feels welcome. Like if we have new students, we make them feel at home. I even tell the kids, we have a new student, make sure that she feels at home so that, that student won't feel like, oh, I don't know anybody. There's such a big support group.
It's like a family.
A family, yeah. It is a family atmosphere.
Now, tell me, JDL Triple Arts,
Yes.
the maiden edition of Brampton Rising Stars
Yes.
winners.
Yes.
How do you feel?
Well, I was there. I was a witness to the grand finals, and I saw their journey. Up to the finals, of course.
You were in one of the auditions, right?
Yeah. Their journey is just, even if I am not around physically, I am with them always, and they know that. So I was, following their journey, and I was like, oh wow, these girls are really working hard. I could see how they are training. Because of course the one who's training them is one of our mentors too, right?
Okay.
And I always check up on them too, right? Like I will make sure what are you guys doing, and make sure that they're ready, things like that. And really it's just the support of the parents as well, like pushing them to just let's do this, and it happened, right? And when they won, I was very happy for them, very proud of them. So they really showed what they've got, and now that they're winners, was the rep teams of the other branches look up to them that way.
My.
Yes, and so I always keep on reminding the girls that you are now the foremost rep team of JDL Performing Arts, and all these kids are looking up to you.
What was your expression like when they were announced the winner? Were you expecting
I was
it?
in awe. I was in shock. I was shocked when I was like, and when they we were like, oh, it was like a shocking moment for us. But I would say they really did a good job, right? They really did a good job that evening. But winning it was like wow, right? So it was like a different.
When I announced them as winners, they were looking.
Yeah, they were uncertain, right? They were uncertain. Like you would see, as you would see it in the video, and even on their faces, because I still recall they were They were like, is
Were
it
we
us?
doing-
Is it us? Is it us? Is it us? So they were like that. I mean, we were like screaming in the audience there, but the girls' faces were like unsure.
Sure.
They were really unsure.
I was waiting for them as a winner.
I know they were like it took a while for
Yeah,
them
for
to
them.
come up, right? Yeah, because they were like, is it us? Is it us? Like something like that.
Now,
So-
you saw talents in Brampton Rising Star.
Yes, yes,
a lot of talents.
a lot, yes.
Did you give them a chance through the process to become the winners?
The other
Did you give JDL Triple Arts the chance to become the winners from the talents you saw? You know, going through.
Oh yeah. Definitely. Even their journey, like during that the preliminaries and all the, I knew that they had a chance. I knew that they had a chance because of really the uniqueness of the group, and I know that they're pretty solid. And but you know, this in any contest somebody has to win and somebody has to lose, right?
Definitely.
So there's still that chance of like, are we gonna make it or not, right? But trusting the girls, I know that they will do their best, and they did.
Gentlemen, the winner for season 1! Come on, give it up for Brampton Rising Star, JDL!
This is Brampton Rising Stars.
So
If you are to define the JDL Triple Arts, how would you define them?
they are girls that are determined. They are girls that are unique. They are girls that are sharing a special bond of friendship and learning from one another. I would say that's the kind of group that they are. They're very young. They're young.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
they're very young, and for at their young age, surprisingly, the determination and how hard they work is amazing, right? Because we have like what 200 kids, 200 students in the school. So I know, like based on these girls, they are they define what it takes to be a performer or a star, of how hard they work. They're the most hardworking. They're the most hardworking among all of the rep teams and of all the students as well. As I've said, we have 200,
Yeah.
300 students there, right? But still, they're still the foremost, right? People, like, not only just the other rep teams, but the other kids also look up to them, because not only do they just help each other, because they're 5 girls, right? They're just not helping each other in that circle, but they also help the other kids outside that circle. So you would see Cayenne helping other students at JDL. You could see Chloe supporting someone else. So it's not just them, the 5 of them. Of course, the 5 of them, they train together and all. But at the school, they are also mentoring, or they're trying to help also other kids, smaller or younger kids.
Yeah.
You would see them.
Wow.
You would see them like that. So there's really such a good example
Interesting. So what would you expect from them going forward as winners of Brampton Rising Stars and what they represent?
I really, I really hope and pray that the winning Brampton Rising Stars would pave the way to their stardom, I guess, to be able to really display their talents and define what it is to become a winner, right? Not only, as I've said, not only as an example to all the JDL kids, but an example to all the others in years to come for this Brampton Rising Stars. Because they're the first winners, they're the pioneer.
Yeah.
So in many, many years, even if what you've said earlier, like 100 years, if this Brampton Rising Stars, right?
Yeah.
They will always look back and like, who are the first winners? They're always like special, like American Idol, Kelly Clarkson, always the pioneer,
Yeah, that's
right? You always remember her,
That's
and
it.
that's the same effect that these girls would have in all the other contestants in many years.
That's right.
So as I've said, like, thank you so much for the opportunity, and I really I'm excited to see what is in store for them, the growth of the girls, and in this platform. We are very much looking forward to it, not only just to represent that Brampton Rising Stars, but bigger in the bigger world, right? In the bigger community. Right.
That's also what I wanted to ask. Maybe just a little emphasis on that is how far do you see them going, and what will be your advice?
Having a career, and this is based on my experience being in the industry, it takes hard work. As I've said, you can't fast forward. There's no shortcut. There's no shortcut. It's not like the following day I'm a star kind of thing. It's not like that. So I really hope that, and I'm pretty sure, like, as long as they hold on together, as long as there's a bigger support group for the girls, I know that they can make it in bigger and bigger and bigger, kind of like that. That's how I feel about it. And my advice for them is keep it going, keep shining, keep training. Those are the things. Love what you do and show it. And that is my advice for them. And I always remind not just them but all the kids that be humble, because I always say that this is the talent that they have is a gift. It's a gift. Then it can be taken away from you anytime. Can be taken away from you. So you have that job to always use that gift as a positive thing to inspire others. Can't keep it to yourself. Gotta share.
Wow. In closing, I want you to talk about the performing arts on the JDL. So, how I'm looking at Canada as a nation where we talk about the diversity, inclusivity, right? And what's the other one? So, how would you love to see people from different race, different colors, being part of the JDL performing arts?
Of course, yes, I do. I would love that.
So, how can people get into
that?
Yeah. But before you answer that,
yes.
Tell me, what's the most challenge you are facing running the JDL performing arts?
The challenge that I'm facing is, of course, like, just JDL Performing Arts is still a business at the end of the day, right? So there's still this up and down enrollment, right? It happens, and that's being just real. So I have to keep it going. I have to keep it going, no matter what challenges. Just example, just the pandemic, and when suddenly it's like everything closed, right?
Right?
It's like, what am I gonna do, right? So, you know, and you try to navigate to make it work, right?
Is there a graduation process?
No,
Part of it?
no. So we are not we are not curriculum based, right? So we just go every, like, you know, we just take students every, you know, every year, and then we have a showcase at least once or twice a year in which we feature all the students,
Oh.
right? Just like we're preparing for Frozen, Disney's Frozen. So the girls actually are all part of that. So it's a musical play. So we're gearing towards that. So I have to keep it going. I have to keep it interesting, right? The challenges, yes, the challenges is having kids enrolled, having kids interested, you know, things like that. But yeah, so I just in anything there's always challenges, and you just have to navigate to make it work, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah.
your own. If there is ever a third party that shows
The